because you're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. First down. Murray now on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he completes it to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Hunt, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On 2nd and goal. Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack, but all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, and as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers, that's really job one for any defense because that's how you win in today's NFL.
Go out.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. Levine. Able to find Switzer. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking to throw. Levine. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Levine on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influence...
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go. On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something as safe as...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play? He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
To throw on 2nd down, Levine, and his throw here's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down at the 28.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Snap.
From the gun, Levine. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Get it.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
It's 2nd down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you. I got you.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey!
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 58 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Levine. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for... And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Lock it. Look at me. Score. Score.
24. Check 24.
Tight go.
On first down, Coleman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into... Browns territory.
He's across midfield.
That's it, baby.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining. Here in this fourth quarter.
Ready.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Check, 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 check.
Gone. Be careful.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down well behind the... line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back.
On the tackle. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go.
Back to throw. Levine. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Go now. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm here all day.
Buzz.
51, Mike 51.
Go.
On 4th down, Levine. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
There you go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
I got you, boy.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Back to throw.
I got you.
This is Coleman with the ground. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
58, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
Let's go. Get it.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 60 out low. Mike's by 4. Okay, double up.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You remember me? You remember
Blue draw quarters. Hey, Echo.
Switch.
Hard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hit it.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 50,
Go.
the Mike. 58, the Mike. Bandit.
Stand. Hey, Sam on. Fight.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Hey, Wahoo.
58, the Mike. Watch the run. 58.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Yes.
58, the Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Well, 58's the Mike.
From the gun, Levine. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Say.
Look, squeeze.
Wide, get wide. Sponge. No. Kill.
You're out.
Kill.
Look at me. Zipper. Big grip.
They'll try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game.